There are tales of an enemy deep inside the recesses of this kingdom that only few have seen. They say the groans of the undead can be heard deep beneath the village. These tales say the dead wear masks and can make even the bravest of warriors freeze with fear just from one deathly glare. Get comfortable while I tell you a story about one of Hyrule's most terrifying creatures. Stirring deep beneath the kingdom, dark secrets are kept sealed from the people. Restless souls lurk in the dark, waiting patiently for their next victim. While often dismissed as simple zombies, deep-seated theories and in-game evidence suggest they are actually corpses under the influence of Sheikah dark magic. As we look closer at the lore of these creatures, it appears that they are less likely to be a minion of Ganondorf, and more likely to be magical guardians, programmed to hold a vigil over Hyrule's most forbidden secrets and forsaken areas. Horrific zombie-like enemies that stun their opponent with a ghastly shriek. Their shriveled skins stretch tightly around their bones. Their dark, hollow eyes and distinct wooden masks made from a casket make the ReDead stand as one of the most unsettling encounters in Hyrule Kingdom. The design of the ReDead is heavily inspired by ancient Japanese haniwa. These are terracotta clay figures placed on or around burial mounds. These figurines were believed to protect the deceased and drive away evil spirits, acting as a spiritual barrier between the living and the dead. We see them inside the royal family's tomb, standing in silent formation. The Sheikah were the architects of the village and the protectors of the crown. Using their shadow magic, they would create tireless sentinels to ward off any intruders or grave robbers. Unlike Ganon's monsters, which seek to destroy, ReDeads are often stationary and passive until an intruder violates their space, behaving more like a security system than a predatory beast. Inside the royal tomb, we find inscribed on a stone plaque a song that controls the time of day. Surely, this isn't something that the royal family would want in the wrong hands. So they created a formidable foe to stand guard eternally, to protect their secrets. The bottom of the well serves as a disturbing laboratory that further connects these creatures to Sheikah sorcery. The well was drained and fashioned into a bloody interrogation dungeon and torture chamber. The well contains failed experiments the Sheikah created while practicing their shadow magic, and dark relics like the Lens of Truth. Some theorists suggest the ReDeads here were early prototypes of the Sheikah's life extension magic. Horrific precursors to the mummified monks we see in Breath of the Wild, who wait for centuries in a state between life and death. The Shadow Temple, the House of the Dead, the presence of ReDeads reaches its peak. This temple is explicitly stated to be a place where the Sheikah dealt with Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Here, the ReDeads act as guards, keeping intruders from progressing deeper into the temple, yes, but mainly keeping the malevolent spirits and prisoners locked within the temple's depths, forever secured in their eternal resting place. A key piece of evidence for their artificial nature is found in their reaction to the sun's song. This melody, inscribed in the royal tomb, specifically stuns ReDeads and Gibdos. If these creatures were standard undead, they might simply be destroyed by holy light. Instead, the music appears to temporarily reset or jam their magical programming. This suggests the Sheikah built a backdoor into their creations so authorized members of the royal family could pass them safely. The transformation of Hyrule Castle Town, turning into a ReDead-infested wasteland, also takes on a new meaning under the lens of this theory. Many assume the townspeople were turned into the undead, who we see in the marketplace. However, it is possible Ganondorf simply relocated these Sheikah guardians from nearby catacombs. By repurposing the Sheikah's own protectors, he effectively turned their own trap into a terrifying psychological weapon against any survivors attempting to return. Ultimately, the ReDead represents the darkest side of the Sheikah's devotion. By blending the ancient tradition of the Haniwa with Forbidden's necromancy, they created a protector that never sleeps and never forgets. Whether they are corpses of their enemies or the preserved remains of Sheikah themselves, they stand as a haunting reminder of the lengths the Shadow Folk would go to keep Hyrule Kingdom's secrets buried in the dark.